I'm here with Steve, and he's the gentleman that's done the India tour, and he does it here out of Western Australia a couple of times every year. How do people get in touch with you to get onto this tour?
There's a website. They can go to the website, or they can contact us through On Two Wheels.
Right.
And we're proposing to take some people for 2 weeks in July. We've got another tour in September as well.
Rightio. So they just rock up to the airport with their
Basically, yep. Just bring their bag, bring their helmet, bring
Yep.
a sense of humour, and some beer money, and we do the rest.
Oh, excellent. So they're all riding Royal Enfields.
Yeah, what we're doing, we've got a range of different bikes. We've got some newer Enfields similar to this one, and we've got some older ones, not quite as old as this 1950s model, but we've got some older ones about 5–10 years old.
Yeah, right.
Which are still pretty good.
I notice here the older one, they've got the big 21-inch front wheel, and the newer ones have got around to 18–17.
Yeah, I think this one's unique. I haven't actually seen one like this, and this would be perfect for a tour in the Himalayas because of the larger wheel.
Yep.
The majority of the ones we use are similar size wheels to this.
Yeah, 16 inches, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Also, when you're on the, do you have many breakdowns, and is there a support vehicle?
Normally what we do is we have some support guys who come with us, and
Yep.
they follow us up with a 4-wheel drive, and there's generally a mechanic on board, and these guys know these bikes intimately because they are quite simple. They're quite easy to repair, so if there's a breakdown, they've always got some spare parts or something. They can fix it. The major part of the toolkit is a hammer, actually, and I've seen this in action when they've had to straighten a few things. But no, there's always support vehicles with us.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So what made you want to down tools and go right around there?
I've always been keen on tours on motorcycles in other countries, and this one came up. I fancied going to the Himalayas, and I thought I'd try it. But in the process, I've actually fell in love with India as well. It's an amazing country, incredible country. And I mean, these old machines, which you grow quite attached to after some time.
Yeah, right. You don't end up bringing them home. No, you leave them there.
No.
Probably wouldn't make it that far. Yeah.
No, but I do know people who'd actually cruised around the world in some Royal Enfields, and I think if you were to do a round the world trip, for something that's reliable and simple to repair, this might be the vehicle for you if you wanted to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, I've noticed they are very basic. Like even the new one is still a basic motorcycle. It pretty much looks like the old one, but is a new one. And
well, I've driven this one today, and this one is very, very high tech. Compared to a modern day bike, you wouldn't really think so, but compared to the majority of Enfields, this is high tech. It's got excellent brakes.
Which is lagging on the earlier ones.
Yeah, these don't have very good brakes. This one's got electric start. The majority of the ones over there don't. Yep. This one's got the gear change and the brake pedal the other way around. It's similar to modern day bikes, which this one hasn't. However, there's one thing I haven't tested yet, and that's the most important part of Royal Enfield.
Well, we better test it while we're here, eh?
Yeah.
If you're riding across India, everyone knows what do you need to have.
The most important thing is not the brakes, not the suspension or the handling. What it is the horn. So that one's all right. That'll do.
Substantial.
That'll
You'll
do.
be impressed with that going around India. It'll do.
That'll do.
Yeah. Okay. Also, this has got a fuel injection, whereas that hasn't. I think it's moving forward, but it still looks like they're moving backwards.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell the difference whether it's fuel injected or carbureted. I could not tell the difference. It's not exactly that responsive.
Yeah.
But that's not the point. The point of it is just enjoy the ride of the bike. It's not high tech. It's not fast.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I picked this bike up this morning from JCS Motorcycles, Triumph dealer, also Royal Enfield dealer. From picking it up from the workshop to where we went to film, everyone turned their head. Everyone was looking at me thinking that I was on a 1950s, 1960s model motorcycle. But it's not, it's a brand new one. The features on this are unbelievable. The electric starter mode, the no kick start, fuel injection, bigger brakes, even the old gauges. It's got the old Smith gauges in it still. Yeah, no, I was very impressed. And Steve here as well, he was stoked with the ride. Well, if you're ever down in Caversham, come down to the Motor Museum of Western Australia and check out the old Royal Enfield, and if you go buy a new one, you can come down and match them up, see what's different. They are a little bit different. They've got an old magneto, they've got the old carburetor, a kickstart, gear change on the other side, foot pegs on the other. It's just a confusing bike, but come and have a look at it, they're amazing.
Here we have the Pagsta XB250. It's Pagsta's entry into the naked 250 market. What we're looking at is a water-cooled parallel twin 250. It's one of the few 250s with double disc front brake, and it's the only 250 in its price range with a single disc rear brake, so that's a definite plus. It's got a very well set out instrument cluster, very easy to see dials, and it's got a very handy fuel gauge. What you want to be using this bike for is commuting to and from work. That's what it's best suited for. But at the same time, it's great to sort of take out on the weekends. If you're going to go to the shops on the weekend, you're not going to jump out on your Ducati or your Harley or anything. You're going to jump on your Pagsta 250 and just fang off to the shop, so that's also good fun. It's a very smooth bike to ride. It's got very smooth power output. You're not going to worry about accidentally chopping the throttle and it's going to throw you off or anything. It's very smooth and it handles very well as well. It's really easy. It's quite fun to just flick it around, and with that smooth power band, it's very predictable. You're never going to have any worrying moments. Pagsta have really lifted the bar with their new range of bikes. They're really starting to establish themselves as a proper 250 option for somebody new into motorcycling. And now we're going to look at some superbike racing from Kings of Wanneroo 2009.
09 Kings of Wanneroo. Well, here we are, Nicky, Keith, what's the go today?
Yeah, Wanneroo, West Australia. This is where the big event's going to be going on, isn't it, Nicky?
Absolutely. For the first time for me here on Blacktop, normally used to motocross, but Keith, tell us a bit what we can expect for today.
Do you know what we can expect? We can expect no dirt, we can expect no mud,
no rain,
no dust,
no rain,
nothing. It's going to be a fantastic day. This is tarmac racing, this is good stuff.
This is where it all happens. Okay, with Kevin Bolton here at the Superbikes at Wanneroo. Kev, you're just about to go out on the bike. How are the nerves?
They're biting big time at the moment.
They're biting big time. Tell us a bit about your bike, what you're actually running today.
Bike's pretty much standard, just got a power commander, exhaust and air cleaners. Bit of money spent on the suspension though. It's one advantage being a B grader. I'm on my own tyres, not on the control tyre, but yeah. PB yesterday, hopefully it'll go a bit quicker again today.
Now I understand you've already told us earlier on you had a few of the international and interstate guys behind you. Top effort.
Yeah.
How does that, as far as what you normally ride in WA, how has that pushed you along?
Well, to be honest with you, I haven't really got much of a toe out there. Most of the time, because there's so many slow bikes out there, it's been a bit of trouble getting clean track. Most of it I've been pretty much done on my own, luckily.
All right, well let's just hope that the rest of the guys that are behind you push you that little bit further. All the best. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I'll hopefully get in the vote train.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Right, I'm here with Cameron. How'd you qualify?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with qualifying. 8th position on the grid next to Andrew Pitt and a few other international guys. So yeah, I'm having a good time on the Honda and looking forward to the racing today.
So for a local, you've out-qualified all the other locals?
Yeah, I think I ended up first West Australian on the grid, so first time pretty much on a superbike, but it's pretty tight though, there's not much in it, but we're doing
definitely
right.
is. I've looked at the lap times, they're all pretty close. How do you think you're going to go today? You think you're going to pull up go a bit better than what you've done on the...
Yeah, well that'd be nice to jump up a few spots and in the race from the qualifying position, but it's going to be hard with the time so close. It's more going to be patience and waiting for an opportunity. But I think we're all just out there to have fun, serious fun, and we'll put it on a good show.
Welcome to Kings 09.
Mate, how you going?
Yeah, it's good. Really enjoying my time in Australia. First time here, and the track's pretty good. Guys I'm working with give me a good bike. It's a new K9 Suzuki that I'm used to. I usually ride in the British Championships for Relentless Class Suzuki on the K9, so it's not too different than what we're used to, and we're not too far away in the times.
Yeah, what are you doing at the moment?
57.1.
Well, that's pretty tidy.
Yeah,
57.1. So you're on what position on the grid?
Second row.
Second row.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So
Hopefully get a good start and get it launched. And
you've raced against a few of these boys before, though, have you?
yeah, well, Ian was my teammate this year when I jumped on the Superbikes. He was my teammate, so I know Ian and then Johnny, he's in the World Superbikes, but he doesn't live too far away from where I live, so we actually play a bit of golf and spend a bit of time, so it's
good stuff. But you're all on a level par here. I mean, you know, these bikes are pretty close to each other, so...
Yeah, it's like Johnny said, they're all street bikes, so we haven't just got all the fancy stuff like traction control or launch control.
Yeah, that's
right. It's all down to the rider really out here.
That's it. Well, look, mate, good luck. I hope it all goes well out there, and you've enjoyed yourself here in Western Australia?
Definitely, yeah.
You've had a good time?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Big thank you to the club for inviting me over and taking the time out to treat us and spoil us and all the rest of it. And
I think they've done a bit of that, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. We're out for meals and take us here, there.
Are they buying you new livers when you get back?
Yeah, we might need some.
Yep, absolutely. So Shannon Johnson now on pole, Jonathan Ray and Jeremy McWilliams. Jeremy, a good starter.
Jonathan Ray, I think, whole shot.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Race 1, Kings of Wanneroo Superbikes.
Oh.
And they're off. And Jonathan Ray, is that?
Ian Lowry.
Ian Lowry takes, no,
JR.
Jonathan Ray. Ian Lowry slipped into second.
Yeah.
On Two Wheels is brought to you by the following sponsors: